Now for tonight's top story. Dozens of Neoga students show up to a school board meeting in support of their music teacher.
And the matter has drawn a lot of attention in the community and led to an online petition. Newswatch's Matt Williamson reports on how the community is responding to the Neoga School District decision.
Last Wednesday, when I went to pick my daughter up from the end of rehearsal, the children came out and they were sobbing, and that's when we initially found out.
All throughout the town of Neoga, people have placed signs like these in their front yard to help show their support for Mrs. Wettenkamp. Amy Wettenkamp, who's Neoga School District's music teacher, says she learned last week that district leaders would not rehire her.
There was definitely shock, but then there was, of course, sadness. I have really enjoyed my time in this community and have really invested my whole heart and soul into this community.
Wettenkamp says district leaders told her she wasn't connecting with students, but she believes an issue with administration last year played a role. That issue? A conflict between a musical event and another student event at the same time.
Generally speaking, if you miss a performance, you don't get any points for it. But they wanted me to change that because of the fact that it was another school event. And so I had asked them if a makeup assignment would be okay, just to keep it fair for everybody. And they told me that that also was not acceptable. And so I had to take any grade value away from that performance. And I ended up canceling the performance because we had about a third of our students missing.
On Thursday, the Neoga School Board called a special meeting to formally decide whether to renew Wettenkamp's employment. Dozens of students and parents in the Neoga School District showed up in support.
The second that she told me, I think all of the cast of our upcoming musical started bawling, honestly, because it was just so shocking to hear what, like, a teacher with just so many connections is getting terminated for no reason.
After hearing comments from dozens of students and community members, the Neoga School Board went into closed session to discuss whether to renew Wettenkamp's contract. Board members returned with an answer and will not renew Wettenkamp's contract.
To actually do this to the musical teacher, the musical director during the peak of musical season. So that would be the equivalent of firing the boys' baseball coach during regionals.
In Neoga, I'm Matt Williamson for WEIU Newswatch.
Earlier today, we received a statement on teacher contracts from Superintendent Kevin Harmon. In that statement, he says personnel decisions can be quite difficult, but, quote, in the end, recommendations and decisions are made based on what we believe is in the best interest of the students. He also says the school board follows the school code related to reemployment decisions.